Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all, man? Let me know how y'all doing, man. Let me know how y'all doing in the comment section below. It's 2018, coach. I've been noticing that I've been sounding a little dull in some of my videos, man. I gotta get a little more hype, man. Gotta get a little more energetic. MUT contest coming soon. All these type of contests coming soon, man. Wager series coming soon. Trash talk series coming soon, man. Come on, let's eat. We're gonna eat on this channel, man. Today I'm gonna be going over. I'm gonna continue a little bit out of the Patriots ebook, so make sure to go check that out if you guys haven't already. We about to splurge, man. This ebook, I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna make you so much better. And I'm gonna make sure that I have something to where I can like describe it more, you know, efficiently and stuff like that. Make sure you guys hit that though. We're gonna go ahead today though. I'm going over because I told you guys, if you guys comment something, I'm gonna do it. You know, this guy said hoodie. Hold on, let me go ahead and just give this guy a little shout out real quick. Guy's name is Technology. He said 3 days ago, yo, when you making a vid about beating cover zero out of past ebook? So you know what? I was like, I got you, coach. I will. And today's gonna be the day out of trips tight end because hey, that's the ebook. You know, I mean, if you guys want me to make one out of a different formation, let me know in the comment section below. But basically, the play that I've been going over a lot is once again, we're gonna go PA counter go. Now it's gonna be some simple play, it's gonna be another pretty simple play in this playbook. But I mean, hey, like I said though, he said cover zero. Cover zero, if you guys don't know, it's basically, you know, pinch buck zero. It's basically, you know, all the blitzes that just have a zero. It even could be like, you know, cover one sometimes. But mainly it's this blitz where it's just, you know, no zones. That's basically what it is. Like nickel linebacker blitz, etc. We're gonna go ahead. This is definitely a great little play. You gotta have fast receivers. Now, what I like to do against, you know, there's so many things I like to do against these certain type of cover zero looks. First, I like to hit the flats. Look at this. This is just so many route combinations I already have off the back. You know, hit the flats. And, you know, if you got someone very, very shifty, then, you know, it's going to be, it's already a mismatch. A lot of times, those linebackers that are going to end up being on that, you know, on your running back is going to go to the flats. This is going to be a mismatch. You know, it's going to be a mismatch scenario. That's one thing I like to do. Now, another thing is, not even hitting the linebackers, I like to do out of the Patriots, you know, out of this playbook and guns trips tight end. A lot of times, I would like to just, you know, like I do against cover two. Same concept I do against cover two. This is basically the same concept I do. I have that end route. You know, I have that in route. I have this drag. This drag's gonna be wide open. You know, as long as you got good receivers, it just all depends on the route running. That's all it depends on. You gotta have good receivers. If you're gonna be playing against someone who spams cover zero, which is like not very, very, very likely though. But if you do, you gotta make sure you guys have guys who have good, you know, good route running, good zone. If someone really is running cover zero all game on you, they're crazy. Unless they have a good team. Unless they have a team where they're just literally all guys with just high man coverage. Once again, you guys may be like, well, what's the point of the deep end? The deep end is like basically a speed out, but I convert it into an end since I'm motioning, and it's very, very effective against cover two. So make sure you guys go check that out in the ebook. But you gotta have time in the pocket, and right there I didn't pick it up. I didn't really pick up that coverage. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, if you want to have time, you know, if you're gonna have trouble against this blitz, it's probably because you're taking too long to make a read. Just go ahead and make a read. That's a route that's already open. A lot of people have that problem where they will have routes always open, but they want that, you know, they want the route that's more deep. They want the route that's gonna get you more yards. But it's not all about that. It's about what the defense gives you, man. It's all about the defense, what they give you, and like, you know, like for example, this play, this end route that's going to be converted to an end is going to be very, very open against a certain coverage. It's going to be very, very open. Boom, as you guys can see, it's very, very open. This coverage is very open. Amendola is slow. If you have a fast receiver, that's a tutty right there off of that. So once again, that's already right there off the bat. What you can do, you know, those route combinations. So make sure you're just paying attention. Now, I could even show you another route that kills this. Is PA slot corner. That's also another route. There's not even I said route, another play. There's about 3 to 4 plays in gun strips tight end that could destroy. You know, I don't want to really do too much though, but we're gonna go ahead, pinch buck up, another, you know, cover zero play. I advise you guys to put this motion on a slant. It's motion. and then X is gonna be wide open every single time. You know, as long as you got that guy who catches it. You know, make sure you just either you want to beam it at the right time or you don't want to beam it. Make sure you don't have to even slant all the time. You can leave it like this. It's all up to you guys. Honestly, this is all up to you guys, as you guys can see. As you guys can see, as long as you have someone who, and that's really why you have to have good route running from your wide receiver and stuff like that. They got to be able to get that separation from the defender. And Hogan, he's not the best, you know, receiver. So it's going to be, you know, if I had Brandon Cooks right here, I think I should just sub him just so I can show you guys that route running is very, very important against, you know, these type of coverages. And this is going to be so effective. But PA slot corner is my favorite play against a cover zero look, though. So if you guys want to know, this is basically, you know, the route combination every single time. Someone's going to run this. You either just have that little slant right there, or you just leave it like that and make it look like a post. And you're gonna basically have this routes wide open. You know, you could even just tap. You know, just just tap it, man. You know, do a little touch pass. Do a little touch pass. Have him run underneath the route. If they have a safety that's not really, you know, really fast or just doesn't have good man coverage, then they're gonna get toasted every single time. Every single time they're gonna get toasted. Right there, I had to drag. Right there, I just unfortunately got a block shed. As you guys can see, I'm easily dying up cover zero though. So if you guys having trouble, make sure, man, hit that like button, man. A lot of people have been lacking on the likes. Just make sure to hit that like button. But the reason why sometimes I choose to have the slant is because the slant is going to be way more easier. It's going to be way more easier instead of having the post that takes a little more time to develop. You want to have routes develop fast. This slant is going to be wide open, way more quicker than that post. And you just got to make sure you just have, you know, good enough receivers, fast speed receivers. Against cover zero, you want guys with good route running or very, very good speed so they can have that, you know, crazy separation. You guys can see, boom. It's like all these routes. The thing about this play is every single route will destroy cover zero. Every single route. So if you guys having trouble, man, this is necessarily not even just against a cover zero look. This is against man, because this will help you destroy man. You know, once again, the slant is very, very butt naked. Terrell Suggs is, you know, Terrell Suggs coming in the backfield. A lot of times, sometimes what people will do is you could even streak this receiver. You could even streak the receiver immediately. A lot of times. You could even streak the receiver immediately, beam it, and a lot of times cover zero. If they don't know what they're doing out of this route, you know, all you gotta do is motion, have a streak right here, boom, and then that streak will pull away, and it will leave, you know, the X route wide open, just in case. Right there is a bad pass. That's why I say you gotta choose, you got time if you want to beam it or not. A lot of times, man coverage, you know, a lot of times the routes you think is wide open, but it's really not. So you gotta make sure you just time it perfectly. Once again, I'm gonna show you guys why. Right there. Knows this good coverage by Eric Weddle. Eric Weddle is a pretty good defender, so that's only the reason why it's kind of tight coverage. But then again, Hogan's not really the fastest receiver. So, but the routes you want to look for the most is a triangle deep in the deep post route that's coming, you know, from the left side of the field, and then the slant. I'm not even a slant, honestly. Just don't even convert it to the slant, honestly. You just want to be, as long as you just have time in the pocket, you know, you don't have to make this, you know, have that slant right there. As long as you have time and you just touch pass, and then you're going to have a dot every single time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one more time. Basically right there, I just showed you guys two plays, PA counter go and PA slot corner. Two routes to destroy. Once again, as long as you have time in the pocket, make sure you block, make sure you ID the mic. Use all those tools, because this year they have it in the game, coach. They have it in the game this year. So you got to use the futures, you know, slide right, slide left, do whatever you can. Right there, I'm already showing you guys though exactly why. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can sub in Brandon Cooks to where Hogan is. It's all about personnel as well. That makes you a whole better player. I tell you guys that a lot. The smallest things, you know, that you do. You know, subbing in receivers in certain areas to where you know, want to throw the ball the most will create major mismatches. That's also what you guys gotta do, man. So make sure you guys do that a lot. Even drive post is very, very effective against it. And then even a screen. Like I said, I was gonna say something very, very simple. Even a screen pass. Even a screen pass. Even this screen pass will get open. If they're a cover zero, you know, you don't blitz. Blitzing against screen is not effective. That's not effective at all. And this freaking woo! Definitely one time, coach. As you guys can see, the screen is wide open. This screen has always been very, very glitchy. I barely run this screen, but if I will run this if you're blitzing a lot. You know what I mean? Catch your opponent off guard. A lot of people will think, oh, you know, why are you running the screen? You know, nah. This screen is very, very effective against a cover zero look. It's very, very effective. And if you got someone like Brandon Cooks who got speed and just shifty, it's GG's. It's GG's. Like I said, that's something you could do. I'm just showing you guys so many things you could do. I'm not gonna just try to give you a lot. Every time you get it 5 yards or more, that's all you want. That's a win. That's a win. If you're gonna get 5, 4, 3 yards, you know, that's very, very good. So that's also another great play that kills cover 0. Now, I'm not gonna try to do too much. PA slot wheel is a very, very effective play though. That's also a very effective play. You could do so many route combinations. It's all up to what you guys like to do the most. But you could really run this base. You just gotta have it fast. Make sure you, like I said, it's all about personnel. And the go-to route in this play is that wheel. That wheel is gonna just destroy whoever. As long as you have a fast receiver. Brandon Cooks is very, very fast. So he's gonna, as long as you have time in the pocket. A lot of times, you don't really gotta. You can leave the routes base how they are, but I advise not to. I advise not to really. Right there, he didn't have time. Like if I had way more space, he's gonna outrun that. You know, that safety. As long as you got a fast guy, he'll be able to outrun that safety. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. I'm gonna show you guys a few route combinations. That's basically gonna be probably the end of it, the video. So make sure, you know, let me guys know. Let me know, man, if this helped you guys, because you know I just want to help out someone, man. Someone, you know, asked. You could leave all these other routes on the field. You could, honestly. I don't really run this though, so yeah. But you could definitely leave these routes. I lob it right there. Madden just, you know, being stupid. I rack catch it, but he jumps up for it. So you want speed though, because a lot of these Patriots, these guys on the Patriots, they don't really got speed. So it's gonna be very, very, very. You know, someone will get bagged. If you're playing online, you will get bagged easily, cover 0 though, honestly, because you're getting, you know, there no separation really. Right there is separation, but as you guys see, he gets caught easily. They don't have, Amendola don't really have speed. You know, if you got a team that has Tyreek Hill and you got these crazy speed receivers, Stephon Diggs, Thielen, they got decent speed. They got decent speed, coach. So, boom, right there, man. That's the route. That's one of the routes in this play you can always do. Now, I want to make sure I can go to the money route, or not even a money route. This route also will get wide open depending on how fast and how good. Edelman's a good route runner, but he doesn't really have, you know, once again, the Patriots don't really have like crazy speed receivers like that. So right there, I want to throw it up to Cooks just so I can show you guys that a lot of times you may think that wheel route's not open, but if you have a fast receiver and you know the mismatch between your receiver and the safety, because a lot of times safeties can't even play man coverage, you know what I mean? So as long as you have the mismatch as boom, that's a hot one. I told you guys, that's all you gotta have. Make sure you just have, you know, the fit. You just know, you know, where you at on the field. You just basically aware, and then you basically touch pass. Because if they have a fast receiver, Eric Weddle's not really fast. You know, you just gotta make sure you touch pass. If you got a fast, once again, I'm gonna show you guys one more time. Make sure you touch pass it. You know, hopefully I have time in the pocket though, because these people screaming. Yeah, they screaming, they hollering. Oh my goodness. But like I said, that's all. That's really what you gotta do. You know, even hitting the flats, etc. Oh my goodness! Right now I'm just getting block shedded because I just want to show you guys. You know, just trust that route. Just trust your speed. Trust the personnel. And now right there, if I step up in a pocket with Brady, then it will be, you know, right in stride. You catch him right in stride, and it'll be, you know, perfect. Right there, this probably will have him catching stride. Yeah, right there, that has him catching stride. And Eric Weddle chases down Brandon Cooks. I'm actually pretty surprised. But that's, you know, all these routes will kill this coverage. PA slot will kill cover 0. I guess basically went over, you know, 4 plays that destroys cover 0. So go ahead and make sure to hit that like button. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that sub. Once again, I'm going to have so much new, like, MUT content. Like, no, coach. I'm not just doing tips. No. I signed up on YouTube to do multiple things, man. So we're gonna go ahead, man. Roll to 1K. Spam in the comment section, man. Also, shout out to CCG, man. Shout out to, you know, Fly. Shout out to Logic. Shout out to Flash. Shout out to MMG. Shout out to Hunt. Shout out to all, you know, the crew members, man. We on to come up. This is your boy Fisher Hoodie, though. Stay woke, stay blessed. Peace.